We'll get you out here well before the top of the hour, give you guys enough time to get those bets in for the primetime games. And that's what we do here in the drive-thru, Monday through Friday here at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It's deliver live free sports picks for the games beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern Time and later. And to deliver those winners are professional handicappers over at Pick Dogs and at Sports Chat Place. Let's take a peek at who's on the show with us here for today. All right, with us is Tony Brown. We got Jay Briggs with us, Alex Smart, Millz Young. We got Shane Mickle, Big Al McMordie, and Al Ninos. And here's how they'll line up for this evening. Smart, McMordie, Ninos, Mickle, Brown, Young, Briggs, and I will close this one out. All right, let's get this underway. No afternoon action today, but everything in the PM. A little bit of everything, right? NFL, Thursday game. We got a couple from college football. We've got the NBA in action, NHL in action. We got a baseball game in action. We'll have a pick from all those 5 sports. So let's get this one underway on a busy show. Let's welcome in Alex Smart. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Prim, where he does great work up there. Take a look at his numbers in college football and over the past 7 days. We're ready for bringing Alex right now. Alex, what's happening?
Good, Tony. How's everything? We're going to go with some hockey tonight. We're going to focus on the New York Islanders and New Jersey Devils Metro Division opponents and rivals. Tonight we've got an interesting matchup, I guess from a point of perspective where the Devils look to move forward in a different direction and the Islanders definitely moving forward in a different direction. The difference being is the Islanders have a lot more veterans, a lot more star players in their lineup, and the ability obviously to light it up. Under their old coach Trotz, they were unable to really open up. He wasn't allowing anybody to open up, including Matthew Barzal. So everything was sort of locked down. And as you can see, when Trotz left, Barzal signed a giant contract, and now everything looks fine on Long Island. And the Islanders were allowed to open up, play a more wide open style of hockey. And the talent levels are actually there. Unfortunately, most people didn't see that before because they obviously thought that they just had a lack of talent, a lack of scoring. That's not the case. The team is loaded with veterans and frontline players that can put the puck in the net, move the puck quickly. Also, you'll find this out as the season goes on. The Islanders also probably, most likely, have one of the best defenses in the NHL. Dobson, an up-and-coming superstar. And the team is just more loaded than you think. And they have Eli Sorokin in nets. Sorokin, by the way, already has a 153 goals against average, 941 save percentage here. And I think he gets the call over Venasek. Also interesting to note that he owns a 933 save percentage in October games in his career, in his young career. And he's 5-2 with a 920 save percentage over 7 career games against New Jersey. And I'm looking for the Islanders to pull it out again here. Very underrated. I have a futures bet on them to get this one, win the Stanley Cup. So nice odds there. And I know I've really talked them up here tonight, but I've been on them big since last year because of the talent levels that are underrated. So there we go. New York Islanders over the New Jersey Devils on the money line.
All right, we got Alex here on the Islanders here, money line here, minus 150 against the Devils. Yeah, the defense has been there, right? On the power play, they have not given up a power play goal this year. 0 of 12 here on the man advantage, although they've scored just 1 of 10 offensively, but they have put some pucks in the net over the past 2 games, averaging 6 goals.
Yeah, they will begin to score. Right now, Kiefer Bellows is on the sidelines, and he is a power play specialist. That hasn't had a lot of opportunity under Barry Trotz previously, but Lambert should give him more opportunities this year. Like I said, he's not playing a lot right now, but the Islanders are much better, and I'll just say it one more time, much better than people, I think, have anticipated, and the pundits have them wrong. Let's see if I'm wrong. But anyway, for now, I feel like I'm right.
Yeah, well, usually, last year was supposed to be the year, right? Usually they always get it 1 year too soon.
Yeah, unfortunately, yeah. I lost out there.
Well, that happens a lot, right? Well, yeah, that's how it happens, right? Sometimes it was a year away, and that's all it is. The Islanders starting to show a good performance here on the ice here, getting a couple of wins under their belt. And then, of course, 2-1 here. And, of course, the power play defense has been pretty solid here. Islanders minus 150 here against the Devils. This one to have a start time here of 7:30 Eastern time. All right, Alex, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Prim, where you put up some fantastic numbers over the last 7 days. 897 units of profit last 7 days. That is all documented over at Pick Dogs Prim. So you can go up there and verify those numbers by going over to Alex's handicapper page and checking it out under Pick History. Also showing great profit in college football. A little bit of everything tonight on the board with baseball, NFL. Of course, the NBA in action with their 2 games, big card on the ice. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Well, I couldn't bring myself to pull the trigger on that NFL game tonight. I just couldn't get the line I was looking for. So I would have went with New Orleans if I could have got 3 or more, but I didn't get that. So moving forward, I have some Major League Baseball action. I have one NHL game on board, and I do have a college football selection on board tonight too.
All right, there, get on board here with Alex Smart over at Pick Dogs. From 897 units of profit last 7 days, fully documented over the site. Sunbelt Thursday night side smash up there from Alex, who's having a fantastic year in college football this season. Price of $39 for that play. Credit guarantee means it must win, or the amount you purchase is credited back into your account for side credits. That is credit guarantee. Also plays up there here from the Yankees and Astros, individual play there. NHL top ticket as well. But again, maybe consider a long-term pass with Alex. He has that 7-day all sports pass. You want to try him out, get all of Alex's plays here for 7 days. It would include college football here for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, as well as all his NFL action, NHL, of course, Major League Baseball playoffs, and the NBA. This is the best time now to get those all sports passes with all these sports overlapping. It's a fantastic value. You could use the promo code 15 off at checkout, and you'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Alex, as always, great having you show. Have yourself a great evening. We'll talk with you again next week.
Yeah, have a great weekend. Take care. See you, Tom.
You got it. Alex Smart here on the drive-thru. Guys, let's continue our coverage here. We promised to pick from baseball, and we're ready to roll here with Big Al McMordie. You'll catch him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Also contributes to the weekends over at Pick Dogs on the morning show, and just shot yesterday the NFL show with the Mitch and Jay Briggs. So let's go ahead and bring in Big Al McMordie for a segment today. Big Al, what's happening?
Not much. Look forward to the weekend. Looks like a great slate of games, in football, so I'm excited.
Yeah, a good slate of games in football. Boy, a lot of sports overlapping. Here we go. A nice one tonight here, 7:30 Eastern, as the Astros up 1-0 in this series will be hosting the Yankees. Astros minus 135, total of 7.
Yeah, the line was higher. It's come down a bit this afternoon. I can't make a case for the Yankees in this game. They've been struggling since midsummer on the road versus winning teams. They've won just 6 of their last 24 on the road versus teams with a winning record, so that doesn't bode well for the Yankees. And now they're facing one of the best left-handers in the game in Valdez. They're hitting just 167 in the postseason versus lefties. And, it's not like they're throwing a better pitcher. They're going to counter with Luis Severino. He's made 10 playoff appearances in his career, 9 of which have been starts. He has a 5.17 ERA in those postseason appearances and a 1-3 record. So, that's not very good. You take a look at his career history versus the Astros. He has a 4.07 ERA in 9 starts. He has a 2-5 record, but the Yankees are 3-6 in those games. And all the Astros do is win behind Valdez. They're 47-25 the last 3 years with the kid on the mound. So, I'm going to take Houston. Especially like the fact that the numbers come down, so now we're laying a lot less than we would have been this morning.
Yeah, it's been a big move here on this line here at Astros here, minus 135. Pitching matchup does match up here well for Houston at home. As you mentioned, the fact that the Yankees struggling here against lefties. And, of course, you're looking at an Astros bullpen that, give them credit, all season long has pretty much performed well.
Yeah, the Astros have performed well. And the Yankees pitching, their bullpen has performed well as well. But for me, the difference in the game is just the starters. If I can get Valdez at minus 135 against Severino, I'll take it all day long. You also mentioned something with Alex in the previous segment. You mentioned how sometimes you're 1 year too early on these teams. He was on the Islanders last year. I was on the Colorado Avalanche 3 years ago, in Tampa Bay won that season, so I was 1 year too early on Colorado, so I decided not to make that mistake this season because I had Toronto last year, so I came back with Toronto this year, figuring maybe I was 1 year too early on that.
Yeah, but that happens sometimes, right? It
happens a lot.
Yes.
And sometimes you just have to go back to that team that you thought was good enough the previous year and just take them again the next year.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
I like what Alex is doing with the Islanders, and I'm doing the same thing with Toronto.
There you go. You got it there. And then with hockey here from Big Al. Tonight with the baseball, Astros minus 135 here against the Yankees. This one to have a start time here of 7:30 Eastern time. All right, Big Al, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Premium for tonight. We're putting up another fantastic year for 2022. 2,502 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dodge Premium. Tonight, well, a bit of everything, right? In small portions, like with NFL, we've got the baseball game, NBA, big card from hockey. What do you have going? And a couple from college football. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
I've got one play. We were 2-1 yesterday. I've got one play today. It does go in the NFL. Having another great NFL season. Hopefully, my 11th winning year in a row in the NFL. And then looking ahead to this week, I'm going to have 11 plays on Saturday, including my Pac-12 conference game of the year and also my Conference USA game of the year. And then I'm going to have my SEC total of the year go on Saturday. So a big card on Saturday. And then Sunday, I'm going to have either 4 or 5 plays, probably 5, and one of which will be the strongest NFL play I've had yet this season.
That's right, guys. I get on board with Big Al McMordie over at Pick Dogs Premium. 2,502 units of profit for 2022. That is all documented. If you go over to Pick Dogs Premium, go down to the pick history. You can check out every play that Al has posted, showing great profit in NFL for the season. Again, great results from Big Al. So get on board. He's got that winner tonight from the Thursday night game on a good run here, 6-0 this season on his NFL primetime TV releases. Remember, he had the Broncos on Monday night. Now it's the Cardinals and Saints. So get on board here with Big Al. And with that play, of course, that is credit guarantee must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credited back into your account for site credits. That's credit guarantee. Here we are on a Thursday. You may consider longer term passes. You know, Big Al has put together some really good value here on his college football and NFL season passes. The remainder of NFL and college football you can get right now from Big Al includes the postseason as well as the playoffs and the bowl games here from college football. And of course, for a little bit more, you can go with the 1 year all sports pass. And that seems to be the best value there, Big Al. With that, pay $250 more and get the 1 year, and then you'll get all the sports you release at Pick Dogs.
Yeah, and it comes out to be about like $1.30 a play, over the 12 months. So it's great value. It's what most people do. Most people join for the year, and then they get everything I got, and they don't have to think about it.
That's right. Then, of course, you can save some money now when you use 15 off at checkout. We'll take 15% off that price tag, which is a pretty good discount. You'll save $300 right now. So go ahead and get on board here with Big Al's 1 year all sports pass and use that promo code and save some money there. All right, Big Al, as always, great having your show. Continue that success. We'll talk with you again next week. But I know you contributed a lot to Pick Dogs. We've got the NFL show on archive right now that you shot with Mitch yesterday and Jay. Of course, on the weekend show, they can catch you as well.
Yeah, Saturdays and Sundays on the weekend. We talk about, I guess we'll be talking about a lot of football, basketball, baseball, and hockey, on the weekend. But if folks are, really like the NFL, they should check out, the content that Jay puts out and that I put out and that Mitch puts out. And my picks for the year on the NFL show are 61-31 with 2 pushes, so off to a good start. And there's 14 more winners up there right now for folks.
Check it out on archive over at Pick Dogs. The NFL show shot yesterday with Big Al, Mitch, and Jay. Check it out and get those plays. Of course, tune in the weekends, 10 a.m. Eastern time. You'll catch Al on those shows as well. Big Al, is always great having you on the show. Keep up the great work, and we'll talk with you again next week.
You too, Tony. Talk to you on Wednesday.
You got it. Big Al McMordie here on the drive through. Let's continue on. Seeing a lot of people sign in, guys. If you miss our picks, we'll do a complete recap here at the end of the show. So stay tuned for that. Let's continue on here on the drive through. It's time to welcome in El Ninos to the show. You'll find him over at Pick Dogs Premium. Off to a very good start here this year in the NHL. Remember, he was a top units producer in the NHL over at Pick Dogs. Let's bring him in right now. Ninos, what's happening?
Going good. How are you doing, son?
Doing great. All right, here we go. We're going to the ice tonight at 7 Eastern time. Maple Leafs here hosting the Stars. They're a big price here. Maple Leafs a little embarrassed coming into this one. They're minus 180, total 6.5.
Yes, they have been a couple times already early on the season. And, we saw this line you mentioned. It's a big line already. We saw it dance around all over the place all day long. First, we saw a lot of money steadily come in on the Stars and push it down a little bit. And then money, sure enough, came back on the Maple Leafs, pushing it back over to where it had opened, actually. And now we've seen it come back down again. And I thought they opened with too much value, and certainly when it went back up over the opening line, I think there's again way too much value to pass up on the Stars, a team that's still undefeated here on the season, 3-0, looked very impressive. Maple Leafs, however, as we mentioned already, a couple disappointments. And a team that's traditionally been like this, a very talented team that tends to underperform in spots like this. But again, they're always they're always, you look at that roster and it's always good enough to, turn things around and go on a little run that will push them into the playoffs. So usually careful betting against them, definitely extra careful betting on them. But I think this play, and I don't think it's ever too bad an idea to take a shot against the Maple Leafs, who are usually overpriced. But in this case here, I don't think it's just a case of taking the value on the Stars. I think we've got a very legit chance of pulling the upset off here at a very big plus price, and I think we got to take it here with the Stars the way they've looked so far, and of course it's been a little bit the opposite of the Maple Leafs still not quite fully playing up to their potential. And not only that, but the Stars are also the healthier team coming into this one. The Maple Leafs have a few injuries they're dealing with as well. The main guys on the ice, but again, those injuries aren't going to help anyone, that's for sure, except maybe the Stars. So taking a shot here with the Stars, I said big plus money. I'm not passing it up. I think it's a good shot on a big dog here tonight. So let's go with the Stars on the money line.
Yeah, I can't blame you there. The way the Stars have been playing, off to a 3-0 start. They've held their opponents to 1 goal per game each. And 2 wins here against Nashville, home and away, they gave 1. Against Winnipeg, they gave 1. The penalty kill this year, 1 of 14 for the Stars.
Yeah, very impressive numbers there. They have good goaltending, of course. Oettinger's been great. They got a Scott Wedgwood confirmed in net tonight. So maybe that had a little bit to do with the line move. That'll be his first start of the season. But he's not a terrible goalie, and he has a solid defense in front of him. Of course, they're facing a pretty potent offense tonight, but an offense that hasn't always shown up as much as it should, at least. So I think we're getting some very, very decent price here with the Stars.
Yeah, I remember Toronto at a minus 512 favorite, lose to Arizona 4-2, giving up 4 goals on 18 shots on goal. Two power plays goals by Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona was getting huge plus money on the puck line. They're getting the goal and a half, and wow, that was very tempting and tough to pass up on. And this one, I gotta tell you, this one was even harder to pass up on, because I do think the Stars have a much better chance than the Coyotes did, and obviously the Coyotes got the job done. So again, I think it's a great shot here to take with the Stars.
Looking to try to fade against the Maple Leafs, an angle there in hockey, kind of like in the MLB with the Yankees, a team that is overpriced, and you just look for situations to go against them. And Al's found one here with the Stars. It's been hot, really good goaltending, giving up 1 goal a game in each of their 3 games. Stars plus 155 against the Maple Leafs. This one will have a start time of 7 Eastern time. All right, Ninos, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Prim, where you put up good results over the last 30 days, showing good profit in the NHL as well. A little bit of everything, small portions in the NFL, college football, NBA, baseball, but we have a big card from NHL. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, definitely a lot of sports to go through last night and today, but yeah, we got through them, and I think I came up with some pretty good picks. I got a little bit of everything. Got a 3-pack in the NHL. I got a 3-pack with my best bet in the NBA, MLB, and hockey. And then, yeah, best bet from each sport, college football, hockey, NFL, NBA, all of them sold separately as well if you're just into one sport. So, again, best way to go is probably the long-term pass if you're looking for all the plays. And if you're just into one, go ahead and grab either that season pass or that play you're looking for.
That's right, guys. Again, I'm here with Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium. 359 units of profit last 3 days, also showing good profit this year in the NHL. So get on board with Ninos over at Pick Dogs Premium. He does have a featured play going right now from the NHL, a 3-pack, a hat trick from this big card from the NHL. Get that. Of course, you pick that up with profit, with credit guarantee, meaning it must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credited back in your account. That is credit guarantee. There also gives you a mixed bag here with a 3-pack. Is best bets from NBA, MLB, and NHL as well. And plays you can purchase individually from Ninos. But here we are on a Wednesday, on a Thursday. You get L's 7-day All Sports Pass. You get all of L's plays for 7 days, include all his NFL, all his college football. Of course, NFL, we got Thursday, Sunday, and we got Monday action. And of course, college football, Thursday through Saturday with that 7-day All Sports Pass, all his hockey, all his baseball playoffs, going on there. NBA as well. We're getting big cards here tomorrow as we continue through these small card Thursday. You'll get to a lot of action here with that 7-day passes. The best value right now are the long-term passes. You can use the promo code 15 off at checkout and you'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion, even greater value there. All right, Ninos, as always, great having you show. Keep up that great work and we'll catch up with you tomorrow.
All right, thanks, Tony. Have a good one.
You got El Ninos here on the drive. So we've seen more and more people sign in right now. Guys, if you missed our picks, we will recap it here at the end of the show. Let's continue on here on the drive-through. It's now time to welcome in Shane Mickle to the show. He's been on a tear up on the leaderboards. You'll find him at Pick Dogs Premium. Also contributes in written form over on the sites as well. Shane, what's happening?
How's it going tonight, Tony?
It's going great. All right, here we go tonight at 7:30 Eastern Time. We have Georgia Tech here hosting Virginia. This line has moved down to 3 now. Georgia Tech -3, total 47.5.
Yeah, if you'd have told me at the beginning of the season that I was going to be laying -3 with this Georgia Tech team the way they looked the first couple weeks, I'd probably call myself crazy, but I definitely think that's the play here. You know, they made the coaching change, and for some reason, well, I mean, maybe not just for some reason, but Jeff Sims has been impressive the last couple games compared to this Virginia team who really doesn't have an identity. Their defense isn't good. Their offense struggles to move the ball, and even when they do move the ball, it seems that Brennan Armstrong always has a key turnover in critical areas that really hurt the team. You know, and the most impressive part about the Georgia Tech team these last few games has been the defense. You know, Duke isn't the best offensive team. They put 4 points against this Virginia team compared to only the 17 they put up against Georgia Tech. I think they have another good defensive performance here, and I'm going to take Georgia Tech laying the points.
All right, we got getting in record here with Shane Mickle is going to take the points here in this one with the 3 here with Georgia Tech here. Let's get this up. Hang on one second here. Let me get this updated for you correctly so we get the numbers up right here. Georgia Tech here laying the 3. Yeah, it's hard to argue that one here, Shane, because we've looked at one of the biggest mysteries has been Armstrong. The fact that he's just not been as accurate as he has the past 2 seasons. Always the coaching change may be an impact there with Mendenhall before.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, but there was a lot of buzz around him, you know, coming into the season. You know, maybe not NFL quality, but you know, a decent runner, a good or an average to good passer. You know, and this year he doesn't seem to have it. You know, there's been early in the season where he's getting those pep talks from the coach after he's throwing interceptions and stuff. You know, he just doesn't seem very comfortable this season, and that's really hurt that offense.
Yeah, you know that's no doubt about that. It's not nowhere near. These are career lows for Armstrong this season. 55% completion rate, 6.5 yards per attempt. This was a big play guy in Virginia. Those are career low numbers, like he came in as a freshman.
Yeah, definitely. And until that changes, it's hard to trust. The defense not doing him any favors. You know, giving up 34 points to Duke is tough.
Yep, no doubt. All right, Shane here on Georgia Tech lane 3 against Virginia. This one will have a start time of 7:30 Eastern time. All right, Shane, let's take a look over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight. We're showing great profits over the past 30 days, 976 units of profit. All documented. You can verify those numbers over at Pick Dogs Premium by going to Shane's handicapper page and going down to the pick history to see all the plays. All right, Shane, here we go. A little small portions on much of the stuff. A big card from NHL. What do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, I've got a couple of sampler packs up there with a few different sports in, $39.99. But I basically have a little bit of everything, you know, not even included in packs. So definitely your best option is those long-term passes. The one I'd like to highlight today is the NBA pass. You know, 2 of the last 3 years I've been top 2 on the site in the NBA. I've started off 4-0 this year, so there's no better time now to get that NBA pass. It's not going to be going down in price until at least midway through the season. So every day that you do that pass is just games you're missing out on. Or if you're looking for something long term, including all the sports, get that 30-day pass, or even that 7-day pass. It'll get you everything through for the next week, including the UFC this weekend. I love this UFC 280 card. There will be at least 2 plays on Saturday from that. So hop on something long term and let's make some money together.
Yeah, make money indeed here with Shane Mickle over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers, 976 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium. Off to a hot start now, 4-0 in the NBA right off the bat. So a great start for Shane. Get on board here with Shane as he has a sampler pack, a 3-pack up there. 3 best plays here for Thursday night includes 1 NFL, 1 college football and one NBA winner there on that 3-pack. So get on board there. Also, a lot of these plays are sold individually. You can check that out as well. Thursday night sampler 3-pack as well. So lots of action here from Shane. Or you can, as Shane was mentioning, get the long-term pass. The way Shane's running, you may consider that 1 month all sports pass. Get all of Shane's premium plays for a month. That includes all his NFL and college football, all his NBA, all his hockey, all his Major League Baseball, the remainder of the Major League Baseball playoffs, as well as, well, he's in Action UFC. He does provide written content over at sports at Pig Dog Sports Chat Place. So that is also part of that package as well. And you know, Shane, that I know you're a big fan of college basketball. November 7th is coming soon.
Yeah, definitely. It's crazy to think about. That's only a couple Mondays from now. You know, college basketball will be kicking off, and I cannot wait. Yeah, I think college basketball is also one of my favorite sports to cover. Definitely a favorite sport to watch. You know, there's nothing better than March Madness, that's for sure.
And I know you travel a great distance to see Kansas, right?
Yeah, all the way from we're going to go to the NDSU game. I think that's the third game of the season. We're going to go down to Lawrence and take in a game. So excited for that too, all the way from Minnesota.
Yeah, that's a big fan there of the college hoops. Shane will travel there to watch in person. All right, Shane, it's always great having you show. Keep up that great work. We'll talk with you again next week.
Sounds good. Have a good weekend, everyone.
You got it. Shane Mickle here on The Drive to. Let's continue on, guys. You missed our picks. We're getting people signing in right now. Just a reminder, we will do a complete recap here at the end of the show. Stay tuned for that. All right, now let's continue on here. The back half, we got NBA coverage in there, some from the football game tonight. So let's continue on here, and we're going to head on over to Las Vegas, Nevada, and we're going to go bring in Tony Brown. And you know what he's talking about tonight. You know who's in action on TNT tonight. So let's bring in Tony Brown in right now. Tony Brown, what's happening? You're on, Tony. You there?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, I'm
right
here. I said I'm not doing what you think. I'm not picking.
I know.
Lakers,
I know that. I know that.
We're the Laker game.
Yes, we're looking at the Laker game tonight. We knew we would talk about that tonight at 10 Eastern time on TNT. The Lakers here will be hosting the Clippers. The Clippers favored here -5.5. The total's at 225.
Right. Now, me personally, I'm taking the Lakers money line. But I don't recommend anybody do that because we're not that good right now, and the Clippers have beaten the tar off the Lakers like 7 of the last 7 meetings and just against the spread, all type of stuff. I just, the Lakers have a shot to win any night because they have LeBron James and Anthony Davis. It's an all-star. But that's just my personal opinion. The actual play that I think you should bet on and that we're going to bet on is the total in this game. One thing the Lakers can do is score. You've seen that with the Golden State game. They were keeping up, but the thing they don't do, and sometimes they just play defense like it's optional. Like, I literally seen Russell Westbrook just be like, not this play, and run back and get ready for the next offensive set. So, I mean, the Clippers are fully loaded. This is the battle of L.A. This is what everyone's been waiting for, a healthy Kawhi, a healthy Paul George, and they added John Wall, so he's going to be able to push the pace. He's a 30-point scorer. The last couple years ago, at least, he was when he played. I don't expect buckets to be, I think they're going to come early and often, and this total should get shattered. It might be like an all-star game total tonight.
All right, we got Tony Brown here. Clippers, Lakers over 225, and where I'm going to get to here with the Lakers, I love Davis, LeBron are fantastic, but at this point of their career, they're playing 35 minutes a game, and that to me that is the key. That will expose a bench that I've been super critical of, a bench that was outscored by 17 in game 1. And this is, I think, the issues facing the Lakers is I think you've got a very good starting. Well, growing up a Laker fan as well, the Lakers have a very good starting 5. There's no doubt about that. But they're at the point of their career where they're only going to give you mid 35 minutes, right? So that means LeBron James, Anthony Davis are not going to be on the court for 13 minutes a game. Okay, 13 minutes a game. Patrick Beverley comes in. He's only going to give you 25 minutes. Go look at his minutes that over the past 8 years. He's been no more than 30 minutes. The last 4 or 5 seasons, it's been 25. So you see where I'm getting at. Look, Westbrook just 30 minutes. You see where I'm getting at here, Tony Brown, is your superstars are giving you about 3 quarters, and it's exposing the bench almost a full quarter of play. That's where I think the Lakers really have it tough, is because every night your starting 5 is going to have to be better than their starting 5 by almost 10 points a game.
Yeah, that's going to be a huge problem. But the thing is, we figured that out when we first won the championship. We gave away everybody for Anthony Davis. We didn't even have a bench, nor did we have another big, we barely had a starting five. It was LeBron and Davis. They had to play hero ball. But the thing is, we just need one player to do it per night. We don't need Westbrook to have 40, Davis to have 40, and LeBron. If LeBron can have 40, then Davis and Westbrook can chill on the bench for, the 13 minutes. If Westbrook is producing and Davis is producing, then LeBron can get some rest. The thing is, no one's really been able to go off. I know it's only been one game, but this is dating back to last season. No one's been able to really go off. And with those guys, like you said, their age and only playing the minutes, we do have a depleted bench. We're going to be looking to make some moves at the trade line. That's why I wasn't looking towards taking the points or taking the Lakers in this game, just besides personal reasons. But the play is totally going to be on the over. With that bench coming in, we're going to get ran. They could get ran out the building. They got outscored by almost 20 points last time. So it's just going to be buckets early and often, man. And I think we get a nice little cash on the over tonight.
No, the over, yeah. And also, you're facing probably the teams with the deepest benches in the league, facing the Warriors and the Clippers in back-to-back games.
Yeah, see, the thing about the Clippers, though, they have to be deep. I'm giving Kawhi 20 games, and I'm giving Paul George maybe 25 before one of them are injured with one of the worst injuries that's going to keep them benched, and it's probably a thumbnail or something. Those guys are super soft over there. I took it personal when they said they were going to be the new team of L.A., and then they came and just all sat on the bench while we won the championship. So until we're the best until they prove they can beat us. So we'll see tonight.
Yeah, they've already talked. A report came over today already about trying to load management with Kawhi, thinking of having him come off the bench to try to limit his minutes. So there you go. There already off right to start. Here, I don't know if it'll apply tonight because I did see him in the starting lineup here. Let me just go ahead and hit the refresh. Your thoughts there, obviously on Kawhi coming back, and it's been a while, right? So you got to wonder because we saw Denver last night with Murray on the court. They did not look fast on the court. They did not look fast on the court against Utah. And I think it's because a little bit of rust from Murray. Your point guard's got to be at 100% conditioning to be able to withstand this pace in the NBA.
Right. And, I'm aging myself here, but, I grew up watching Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan and Isaiah and all of them. They used to play tape together if they had to. You know what I mean? Load management. That's the silliest thing I've ever heard. You're a professional basketball player. If you guys are blowing somebody out, okay, go sit on the bench. It's a blowout, things of that nature. But I'm going to take Wednesday off. You know what I mean? Wow. And it's the same thing he pulled in San Antonio. His thigh was hurting, and now his wrist is hurt. It's if you retire. These owners, these guys must have made their money just, through luck. They can't be that smart. They give these guys max deals, and they don't play. John Wall's made $150 million sitting down. Yeah, what the hell is wrong with these boys?
Oh, you should have seen them in preseason.
I just think they soft.
Going against backups for the other team, because he was on the second team. They look great there, but we'll see what in real speed now. What the conditioning is like for some of these returning stars with Kawhi, because it does one guy with a slow wheel slows everybody down. If you saw that Denver game last night, you know what I'm talking about with Murray coming back and missing action, Porter Jr. as well. It's going to take some time for them to get that conditioning. Tony Brown here, Clippers, Lakers over 2:25. This one to have a start time here, 10 p.m. Eastern time, your doubleheader game on TNT. All right, Tony Brown, let's take over at Pick Dodge Spring. We're off to a hot start here in the NHL. We're looking here at 705 units of profit. We do have a very big card tonight from the NHL. Small portions around the rest of the league here with the MLB, NFL, college football, NBA. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Yeah, it's a huge card in the NHL tonight, but I think a lot of those games are just distractions. There's one game that we're dialed in on. We're only playing one in the NHL tonight, and we're all in on that one, as well as my other picks. I don't just pick picks to pick them. I only pick picks that I think are going to win. We have one pick in the NBA, one pick in the NHL, one pick in the MLB, and one pick in the NFL tonight. Just the best of the best plays. We didn't do too much. You can grab individual plays, whatever your sport, whatever your game. Or if you want to make some money for real, you can grab them all and get all four plays and really take your bookie down tonight.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Tony Brown. When you put out there a 4-pack, you're super confident because you got to go 3-1 to get paid, right? That's with credit guarantee. You must turn a profit or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account. That's credit guarantee. Tony Brown here with a 4-pack right now up there over at Pick Dog Stream. So get on board with that. All these plays are sold individually as well. He takes his best bet from each of the major sports tonight and puts it together here in a 4-pack. So get on board there. Of course, the longer term passes will serve you well. Here we are, heading into looking at college basketball now coming into play here in just a little more than a couple of weeks here. So a good time to get on board with Tony Brown 1 month all sports pass. You get all of his premium plays for that period of time you select. You go to his handicapper page and you make that purchase. 15 off will take 15% off your purchase. And Tony Brown, that VIP 1-year sports pass for that person out there who's in play every day is a good value. Oh, we might have got Tony frozen there. Let's see if you no, go ahead. We got you back.
So I said, if you just bought all 4 of my plays tonight, we're doing all 4 majors. You spend a lot of money, then you buy those 4 season passes. You spend a lot of money. You buy the plays every day. You spend a lot of money. This way, you spend the money one time, you get it out the way, and you don't pay for anything else. The playoffs, the championship picks, you get every single pick I release until this time next year. And as you can see, we're up 705 units in the NHL, and we just got underway. Your pass would almost be paid for, and that's just from a week of hockey. After that, everything will be free, and then you just start making money. So if you're serious about making money, it's the only pass that makes sense.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Tony Brown. 1-year all sports pass. Use the promo code 15 off at checkout, and you'll save 15% off. $195 off that 1-year all sports pass with the promo code WIN15. 15 off, I should say. 15 off is the promo code, and save that 15% off. All right, Tony Brown, as always, great having you show. Keep up that great work. We'll talk with you again next week. We got it. Tony Brown here on the drive-thru,
All right,
guys.
thanks for having me. I always appreciate being here, and I'll see you next week.
See you next week. Tony Brown here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on, guys. If you missed our picks, we'll recap at the end of the show. Seen a lot of people sign in just in time here as we bring in Millz Young. You'll find him over at Pick Dog Stream, where he does great work up there. Man, again, his MMA numbers have just been impressive. They continue to go up and up and up. Every time I do a show with Millz and I go and I have to update the records, it's going up, up, up. There has not been 1 week that he's been on the show where I had to bring his record down. I'm telling you, it's been amazing performance here from Millz over at Pick Dogs in MMA this year. He's a real insider here in the sport, knows it like the back of his hand, and look at the results. You've got to check him out. Millz, what's happening?
Man, how's it going, Tony? Welcome in, man. Just glad to be here. I thought you was doing a rap song going up and up like Fat Joe.
There you go, up and up and up. Looking at those records, I can update the records every time I'm up there. Is he going to do it again? He did it again. Almost 300 units up again since we last talked. It's been amazing numbers that you produced. We'll back to the MMA a little later. We got the football tonight as the Cardinals here host the Saints. Cardinals are laying 2.5, total of 44, but you'll be looking at this one a different way.
Yes, sir, man. Back in the day, I remember a movie, Mary Poppins. I'm doing the same thing. I'm here to get it popping. I'm going with DeAndre Hopkins. I'm looking at him over 5.5 receptions. He's back, first game back. You can get it at some plus money. Now, when we look at it, he's only had 2 years with the Arizona Cardinals. Already within those 2 years, he eclipsed his career reception in stats. Last year, his first year with them, he averaged 7.2 receptions. That's the highest that he ever had in his career. He matched that one time with Houston. The way I look at that is like this. You played with Houston for about 6 years, and, you already equipped that with Kyle Murray only being there 2 years, So definitely he's going to be the main target over there. He's going to be getting targets, but this is the thing. With Hopkins back in, that's going to be taking away a lot of his targets. Marquise Brown, he's on the sideline. So, you don't got to worry about him taking up any targets or anything like that. All right, so this is how I looked at it, too. I looked back and did some little deeper research. So for the last 2 weeks, every single receiver on the Arizona Cardinals got over 9 targets per game, and they got 6 receptions in those games. So one thing I liked about that is, okay, D-Hop, he's going to be back. He's not coming off of an injury thing. He's not coming off of a minutes restrictions or anything. He's coming off of some juice. So he's going to be out there to try to, get his stats up and show everybody, hey man, forget about what they had me out the game for. So I definitely look for him to go over his reception prop. Another thing that I like about it, oh no, that was wrong, Tony. It's 5.5. It's 5.5 on there yeah. I see it. Yeah. 5.5 on there. Sorry for the typo. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I just see 3.5 on the screen. But yeah, so I'm on DeAndre Hopkins over 5.5 receptions at plus money, plus 100.
All right, we'll get that graphic set up here with Millz on it. 5.5 receptions here from DeAndre Hopkins here in this one. Again, we dealt with Arizona with Murray's injury last year, so they weren't together a lot last year. Remember, Hopkins got hurt late. Murray got hurt early, wasn't 100%. Even Murray, when he came back, there was something bothering him a little bit. But when Hopkins was there with him, that was a totally different Arizona team.
It was, and I will say this: they kind of they didn't do as well last year. Last year, I think he only had like 4.9 receptions. He was in and out a lot of games. Some of those games he didn't even hit his reception prop. He only had like 2 receptions in those games. His last game of the season, he had 10 targets, 5 receptions. But I do remember, it was something off with Kyle Murray. The whole the last 4 games of the year, it was weird. And instead of him fixing it, they paid him a contract extension. So. Yeah, it was a little bit of not the chemistry wasn't there to end the season, but I mean, coming back right now, I looked a little bit deeper into it too. The New Orleans Saints, their defense allowed all 3 of the Cincinnati Bengals receivers to get 6 receptions last week. Boyd had 6, Higgins had 6, Chase had 6, Mixon had 4. So what that tells me is Hopkins going to be out there. And I definitely can see him getting 3 receptions by halftime at least. But yeah, man, I mean, he has that chemistry with Kyle Murray. And you got to think too, AJ Green was there, some of those targets when he had him in the years. But yeah, I love this little player. Probably get that out plus money this week.
That's right. Then of course they are hurting a little bit. The Saints are hurting at corner. Latimer out, and they got the left corner questionable. Hopkins over 5.5 receptions at plus 100. This game will have a start time here of 8:15 Eastern time. All right, Millz, let's take over at Pick Dogs Premium for tonight's action. As we said, fantastic results here in the MA. 2,967 units of profit, all documented over at Pick Dogs Premium, going up and up and up. Every week he's been on the show, we update the records, and they go up and up and up. Showing great profit here for 2022 for the last 30 days from yesterday, showing great profit over at Pick Dogs Premium. Starts off the season in the NBA with on top, showing great profit in college football again this year to start the year. All right, a little bit of everything tonight in small portions. Millz, what do you have going on over at Pick Dogs Premium?
Yeah, like you said, a little bit of everything, man. So I got my 3-day now and later pack. That's you get 2 plays now, and then you get 1 play later for Saturday. The plays that you'll get today, you get 1 baseball, 1 NBA. Then you get my UFC play on Saturday. Then I also got my 3-day Costco pack up there too, variety pack too. 2 plays now, 1 for later as well. Same thing, 1 baseball, 1 basketball, and then a different UFC play up there. If you don't want to do that, if you just want to go with the single pass, go ahead, man. I got them up all there individually if you just want to do that. But I'm trying to tell you the best value, 3-day pass right now. That's what you're gonna need right there to cash, man. Coming at college football sharp, only looking at sharp plays that I really can attack, not trying to get lucky, just trying to win. So I definitely got some plays that I like for Saturday. Not just that, NBA's here, and I'm an NBA fiend. So I mean, it's damn near every game I like, but it's only a few games that I bet. So you definitely want to get that 3-day pass because you get all those picks included with my UFC pack. So I already got 2 UFC plays up there. Plan on adding 2 more. And I got some dogs. So we gonna be eating this week. So definitely you want to get that 3-day pass like Shane said. It's going down early. It's in Abu Dhabi, so it's kicking off 10 a.m. Eastern time. So a lot of you guys are gonna try to go on there and get the picks later on in Saturday and say, hey, where they at? The event already ended. So if you're not up early, you're gonna miss. So definitely get the 3-day pass up there. Team me up with your best cappers out there, and let's keep getting this cash.
That's right, guys. Get on board with Millz Young over at Pick Dogs Premium. You see the numbers here, almost 3,000 units of profit here in the MMA this year, showing great results there. Also showing profit here to start the NBA season in college football as well. Great numbers as well with Millz showing profit this year, the last 30 days. Yesterday, 3-pack up there. An hour later up there from Millz has his UFC 280 winners up there. Of course, these are credit guarantee must turn a profit, or the amount you purchase is credit back in your account. That is what credit guarantee is. MLB winners only. He's got the Yankees Astros game 2 winner up there, so get on board there. Of course, instead of buying an NBA big bet as well, instead of buying all these plays individually, as Millz was talking about, get that 3-day all sports pass. Here we are on a Thursday. We'll cover you here for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday in action with Millz here from the NBA. All his college football under that in that period of time. Thursday night football as well as baseball, and of course, don't forget the UFC, where Millz has been tearing it up right now. 29, he is tapping out the bookmaker, tapping him out. Rear naked chokehold. He'll even give him the front rear chokehold if he has to, right in his face. 29.67 here in 2022. All document over at Pig Dog. So get on board with Millz. He's been on fire. Use the promo code 15 off at checkout. You'll save 15% off, even though you won't need it because you'll be fistfuls of money, but you take it anyway if they're giving it to you. So get on board with that promo code 15 off and get that 3-day pass here from Millz and get winning here with Millz. You see the numbers in UFC. They've been on fire here, nearly 3,000 units of profit, getting ready for this card here on Saturday. So get on board. And all those other sports as well. He's hot on college football, NBA in there, hoops, and more. So get on board with Millz. And you can add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there, right? Millz is always great having a show. Of course, you also contribute to Pick Dogs with the UFC show with you and Brad on Saturdays.
Yeah, we gave it to you guys last minute last week, right before the event started, about an hour and a half before. This one's starting real early in the morning, so we got to talk about it tonight and see if we can line up something maybe late Friday night or, quick early Friday morning, like a quick 15-minute show. But yeah, that's the thing with this card starting early. It's going to be a little bit hard, but we got to give you guys something, man, because I mean this card is stacked, and I'll be honest, man, like I always say, stick to your guys, stick to your guns, and I like a lot of dogs, man, and those price tags that I got, I love them too. So yeah, man, so we got to get this to you guys, so we got to figure it out one way or another though. But hey, who needs a commercial or advertisement when you got Tony T, man, the best hype man in the game, and one of the best hosts in the game, man. That's what I'm talking about. Pick Dogs, man. Let's go.
Let's get it, man. Let's get on board here with Millz. Get that 3-day all sports pass and set those notifications so when Millz and Brad are on, you get notified and get those MMA picks and become a winner there. All right, Millz, is always great having your show. Keep up that great work. We'll talk with you again next week.
All right, Tony T, thanks for having me. All right, y'all, love you on the chat. Let's get this cash.
Let's get the cash. Millz Young here on the drive-thru. Let's continue on to the drive-thru, guys. If you missed your picks, we will recap at the end of the show, so stay tuned. All right. We got NBA coverage. Let's continue on here on the drive-thru. Jay Briggs going to join us here. You'll find him over at Pick Dog Supreme. Also contributes a lot to the show. You'll catch him tonight at halftime here with Mitch with the halftime show from that Saints and Cardinals game. So let's bring in Jay Briggs in right now. Let me see if we can find him. Let's see where we have him programmed at here. We'll get here, find him here on my stream deck. Here we go. Jay Briggs ready to roll. Jay, what's happening? You got you on mute, Jay.
My fault. What's going on, Tony?
It's going great. All right, here we go. You got here we go with the NBA tonight. Just lead us off here at 7:30 Eastern time. 76ers here to host the Bucks. Philadelphia here laying 4, total 224, but you're going to be looking at a player prop in this one.
Yeah, I am looking at a prop in this one. Interesting game we got here tonight. In my opinion, I think this is going to be the Eastern Conference Finals, especially when Middleton gets back. So, sidewise, if y'all watched my Jay's Jam session, y'all know I gave out the 76ers -4. But I'm giving out a prop in this one. I like James Harden to go over his total points. James Harden had 35 last game against Boston. He looks to be back in that form, back in shape. He He done slimmed down. And we're seeing that James Harden that's shooting from deep and hitting it, but he's also getting back to the foul line, and that's what I like to see from James Harden when he has that quick burst back, and he's one of the quickest guys in the league, man. He can get you going one way, and then when he shoots the jumper, it's so quick, you got to jump into him. And we see him had like 3 3-pointers last game and 3 4-point plays last game just from the 3-point line. I think he ended up shooting like 12 free throws last game, and I like him to get back to the free throw line here tonight. When he was in Houston, that was his main weapon, getting to the free throw line. Now that he done slimmed down this offseason, I really think he's in that mode again. And I like him to go over 22.5. I think he gets there fairly easy tonight. I see another 30-point game, honestly.
All right, we got Jay here at Harden and over 22.5 points here, minus 108 in this one. Yeah, there's one thing about the 76ers when Harden and Embiid are on the court. A very efficient tandem there, averaging 124 points per 100 possessions. So they've been very good together, and you've got a healthy Embiid here. So it really does help Harden to have Embiid down low as an option. Of course, then this Milwaukee Bucks team here taking the guard here for the first time. We'll see what they'll become, because as we've known, they've had their issues. They've had their issues with the injuries last year, and this year they'll be missing some players to begin the season.
Yes, they're without Pat Connaughton, Joe Ingles, and like I said, Chris Middleton tonight.
Yeah. So they're going to be out there, but Harden again looking fit. The drama queen's out of the drama's out of Philadelphia now. They can just focus on basketball. Doc Rivers got their guys mind on the game here. James Harden over 22.5 points here at minus 108. All right. Jay, let's take a look over at Pick Dodge Pin for tonight's action. So good results here to start the NBA season. 2 on the card tonight. A little bit of everything on the board tonight in small portions, except that big NHL card. What do you have going on over at Pick Dodge Premium?
Yes, Tony, I got 2 plays up there tonight. I got my NFL best bet up there for you guys tonight. We've been smoking the NFL best bet wise. We're 13-4 in our last 17 NFL best bets. So go hop on that play tonight. I really love it. I think I found the right side to be on total wise. It's a total. And then I got my $15 Jay's Jam Session bet in the NBA. We went 3-0 yesterday in the NBA. We dropped 76ers the first day, and then we went 3-0 last night, swept the board. And I love the play I got tonight as a premium-wise. I got 1 play up there, so y'all guys can go hop on that. So just 2 plays, 1 in the NFL, 1 in the NBA. I like this card tonight. We're in that mode, Tony. We got all the sports back. Nights like this where you got all 4. I think I seen today it's only the 27th time we've had NFL, NBA, NHL, and MLB all on the same day. So I don't know how true that is.
In college football.
Football.
I'm trying to think back. Postseason baseball would be the thing, because the NBA is always playing, the NHL is always playing, football is only on Thursdays. It's well, maybe so, because they just started Thursday at NFL, right? So it's not that new. So, but anyway, we've got a lot of action going on here tonight. So get on board here with Jay Briggs over at Pick Dodge Premium. Good start to the NBA season. Get on board. He's got his jam session, $15 NBA jam session. Credit guarantee must win, or the amount you purchase is credited back in your account for side credit. That is credit guarantee. Also a best bet from the NFL tonight as well. Of course, we talked about here, we are on a Thursday, that 3-day all sports pass. Really good value here. Jay's plays here for Thursday, Friday, and Saturday with that 3-day pass. Include all his plays here from the NBA. College football, NFL, MLB is yours when you get that 3-day all sports pass right now, and use the promo code 15 off at checkout. You'll save 15% off. You can also add a second capper with that 2-for-1 capper promotion. Even greater value there. All right, Jay, it's always great having your show. Keep up the great work. We'll be catching up with you again here on the show here tomorrow, but we know we can catch a lot. You got a lot going on here. The NFL show you shot here yesterday with Big Al and Mitch, and tonight's halftime show at halftime with Mitch.
Yes, sir, man. A lot going on. Busy. But hey, I wouldn't rather be doing anything else. Halftime tonight with Mitch. Go check the archives and get ready for this NFL season. This NFL week. Great show yesterday with Mitch and Big Al. Also, check out my jam session. I go through the NBA slate every day. So we got 2 games up there. It's up there on the YouTube channel as well. I'm shooting tonight's here as soon as we get off with the drive-through, so that'll be up there tonight as well. We got a big card in the NBA tomorrow, so a lot of great information. So let's continue to smack it down, man, and make some money.
Let's make some money indeed, guys. So check it out, the NBA Jam Session, another new video series over at Pick Dogs Premium, and of course the halftime show as well. All right, Jay, continue that great success. Have a great show. We'll talk with you again tomorrow.
All right, Tony. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
You got it, Jay Briggs here on the drive through. Let's continue on. Lots of people coming in. We're going to recap here in just a moment, guys. Let me get my pick, and we'll get to the recap. Tonight, we're going to be looking at the Monday Night Football game here tonight between Arizona and New Orleans. We're going to be looking at the total in this one, and we'll be looking at the total, and we're going to go here under total here of 44 with the Saints and the Cardinals. Now, it is confirmed that Dalton will get the start. It was just confirmed here around the top of the hour. Winston, I think it's a smart move. Give that extra time here between games here for Winston to rest up that back. The Saints are cluster injuries for the Saints. This is probably why it's a good reason to keep them sidelined, is because of all the cluster injuries for the Saints. All three starting receivers and their tight end out. They also have a left guard out. So it's not a good time to bring back Winston based on the health of the Saints playmakers. Although running backs Kamara and Ingram are healthy, and I think you're going to see a lot of running here from the Saints tonight with Kamara and Ingram healthy. I don't think you want to take a chance with Dalton on the road with pressure. The guard is out. He doesn't have all his starting playmakers out in the receiving game, and Dalton, could be vulnerable for turnovers if you put him in that position. So I think you're going to see a lot of running here with Kamara and Ingram. And again, if you give them a lot of carries, remember this: you have a lot of time off because this is a Thursday night game. You don't play until the following Monday. I didn't look at the schedule. I assume it's Sunday. I don't think they're playing Monday Night Football, but if they play the next Sunday, you have a lot more time to recover. So you can give your running backs a lot of work here in this game. In this one, when you look here at the Cardinals, they do have a running back, Connor, questionable. They're going to be out with their starting center and left guard. 2 starting offensive linemen out here for Arizona. That's the key there. We know Hopkins is back. Marquise Brown is out. Defense, they do have a linebacker and safety questionable. But when you look at this one, we saw Dalton come off a poor game, 53% completion rate in their loss here to the Bengals at home. But remember, Dalton in his 3 starts for Winston. They were not in true road games, right? They were not in true road games. They were the neutral site game in London, and then you had your 2 home games. Now he goes into a true road game in this spot. So I think I'd be a little conservative in this one. Remember, also with concern is the red zone execution. Just 1 of 5 inside the red zone here in those 3 games. Come off the Bengal game. And Arizona had issues scoring here at a bad Seattle team, just nine road points there. I know they're coming home, but you face a bad defensive team. You can only gain 315 yards and score 9 points. And it was 296. The defense played well. They only give 296 yards here to Seattle, and that is the concern here for me there. And also, a huge concern is the Cardinals' red zone in the past 3 games, just 33%. In the red zone. So again, I just have to look here at the Saints wanting to run the ball. They have the running back edge in this one. I think you're going to see a lot of field goals in this one, attempts in this one. So I'm looking here at the under 44 here between Arizona and Seattle. Guys, check out Pick Dogs. I have my 3-pack up there right now, so get on board with my 3-pack. And of course, also part of the 2-point cap promotion. You can match me up. One of your favorite cappers out there, like Jay, like Millz, like McMordie, Alex Smart, Shane Mickle, Tony Brown, Ninos, 2-for-1 cap promotion. Your best value over at Pick Dogs. Just get on board with my 3-pack right now. Let's continue on now to do the recap here. We had Alex Smart led us off with Islanders minus 150 against the Devils. Al McMordie was Astros minus 135 against the Yankees. Ninos Stars minus 155 here against the Maple Leafs. Shane was on Georgia Tech, laying 3 against Virginia. Tony Brown on the Lakers Clippers over 225. Millz was on Hopkins over 5.5 receptions plus 100. Jay was on James Harden over 22.5 points at minus 108. And yours truly, Saints Cardinals under 44. All right, that's going to do it here for this edition here of the Drive Thru. Want you guys to tune in again tomorrow live here at 6 p.m. each time. We'll do it all over again. Big NBA card and more. College football as well will be on the board, and we'll also have Major League Baseball for you guys. So make sure you tune in then tomorrow on the Drive Thru. Don't forget all the live shows over at Pick Dogs. We got the morning show at 10 a.m. Eastern time with Mitch. We got Chris and we got Rod up there. Mitch's 7 picks in 5 minutes. Roman Alley's rundown for Major League Baseball. We got Jay's NBA Jam as he breaks down and gives you picks on all the NBA games, as well as Jovan's Parlay of the Day. as well. Of course, don't forget the college football and NFL shows that are up right now. And of course, keep an eye out for Millz and Brad with their UFC show coming up. So lots of stuff. And of course, who can forget Chris and Rod Zawacki, the Puck Dogs, are back. So you want to check out their videos, and over on Pick Dogs, they do have their consensus plays that are for sale too as well. So check them out over at Pick Dogs. Lots going on over on the channel. So make sure you like and subscribe. And of course, you want to set those notifications so whenever we're live, you're live with us. So you can get the picks and get the best numbers with them. So make sure you like and subscribe and set notifications. That's going to do it for tonight's show, guys. Let's bring in our crew for tonight. We're going to go ahead and wig